Good morning, dear students. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to continue our third chapter, a pair of a linear equation in a two variable. In last period, we have seen 3.2 examples, exercise 3.2. And at that time, also I told you we will continue our chapter with the next topic, and that is algebraic method of solving a pair of equation. In that method, there are total three types of methods are there. Substitution method, elimination method, and the third one is a cross multiplication method. Today we are going to see the substituting method, and we will see the exercise 3.3, and the sums of exercise 3.3 are related with the substitution method. Now I am taking one example, first sum of exercise 3.3 to explain you how to perform the substitution method. Okay, so first of all, as you see here, the two equations are given. It means a pair of a linear equation is given. And if they are asking to find out the solution by substitution method, then you have to perform a substitution method only. Okay, so how to perform? So here, first of all, any one equation you have to select to express one variable into other. For example, if I select a first one, okay, so first example is x plus y, first equation is x plus y is equal to 40. Now if I take this y to the other hand, now it will be x is equal to 40 minus y. It means a value x is now converted into the y variable. One variable, we can express one variable into another. So instead of x, you can also write 14 minus y. Is it clear? Now we have to put this value x is equal to 14 minus y in equation 2. Any one equation you use to convert one variable or express one variable into another, and then you have to put that value in another equation. Okay, so I have selected x plus y is equal to 14 for the expression x is equal to 14 minus y. Now this value I have to put in the second equation. So here second equation is x minus y is equal to 4. So instead of x, what should I write now? 14 minus y. So this is 14 minus y is equal to 4. Okay, and if I do simplification, then 14 minus y is equal to 4. Is it clear? And therefore I can write minus y means minus 2y, and that 14 goes to other hand. So minus 2y is equal to 4 minus 14. 4 minus 14. And therefore minus 2y is equal to minus 10. And therefore y is equal to 5. Y is equal to 5. Now to get the value x, what should we do? We have to put this y value in any of one equation. So if I put this value y is equal to 5 in first or second equation, I will get the value x. Another thing you can do is either you can put value y here. So x is equal to 14 minus y. So 14 minus 5 is 9. So automatically we get the value x. Either by using this equation or this one, you can get the value x. So put y is equal to 5 in x is equal to 14 minus y, and therefore x is equal to 14 minus 5, and therefore x is equal to 9. Okay, so therefore solution of given equation x y is equal to 9, 5. Is it clear now? By this way, you have to solve all the examples related with the substitution method. So let's see the another examples of exercise 3.3. Now let's start the second example. Here the equations are given: s minus t is equal to 3, s by 3 plus t by 2 is equal to 6. So in this case you have to take a LCM. The LCM is 6. So s minus t is equal to 3 is the first equation, and the second equation is, after taking LCM, this is the first one, and the second one is 2s plus 3t is equal to 36. So you can choose either first one or second one to express one variable into another. I have choose here first one. So s is equal to 3 plus t is the conversion. Okay, so his value s, which is 3 plus t, I put in equation 2. Okay, and after substituting and simplifying, I will get that t is equal to 6. And this t is equal to 6, I put in this one to get a value s. So s is equal to 9. Like this we get s is equal to 9 and t is equal to 6. Now move to the third example, third sum. In this the pair is given 3x minus y is equal to 3 and 9x minus 3y is equal to 9. So if you take 3 as a common from the second one, the equation you got 3x minus y is equal to 3, which is similar with the first one. It means equation 1 and 2 both are same, and therefore in this case we can get infinitely many solutions. Okay, so this is the third. We will continue with the fourth one. Let's continue with the fourth sum. Here it is given that 0.2x plus 0.3y is equal to 1.3. 0.4x plus 0.45y is equal to 2.3. Okay, so here you can notice that each has a decimal point. Okay, and if we convert into the simple form, can I write 0.2 is equal to 2 by 10? So yes, 3 by 10 and 13 by 10. So if you notice, all have a denominator 10. So you have to use a smart work here. Instead of converting this x into decimal point or getting y value in decimal point, instead of this, for simple calculation, we do this type of simplification. Instead of 0.2, I have taken here 2 by 10. And as 10 is the denominator at all places, at all terms, I will remove 10 as a common factor. And here in second equation also same thing happen. All has 10 as a denominator. So I can cancel it or remove it as a common number. Now finally I got these two equations. 2x plus 3y is equal to 30. 4x plus 5y is equal to 23. Now we have to continue our process of the substitution. I have selected first equation for the expression of x into y. So here I put 2x is equal to 13 and plus 3 goes to other end, so it is minus 3y. And by this way I got that x is equal to 13 minus 3y by 2. Okay, now I have to put this value in second equation. Why I have to put in second equation? Because first equation I already used to express x into y. Okay, so think it and remember this point. You can take any one equation to express one variable into another and choose second equation for the value substitution. Okay, now I am going to put this x value into the second equation. So finally after simplification I got that y is equal to 3, and after putting y is equal to 3 in any one of this equation or this one, I will get x is equal to 2. I have put here x is equal to 3 in equation 1 and therefore I get x is equal to 3. Any value of y or x, if you put in either first or second equation or either in this, you will get the same answer. I hope it is easy for you to understand how to do a simple substitution method. Okay, let's move ahead. Now let's do the fifth one. Here it is given that root 2x plus root 3y is equal to 0. Root 3x minus root 8y is equal to 0. If you notice that addition of both term is equal to 0 and subtraction of both term is equal to 0. So let's see how to solve. I have taken here the second example for the conversion, and as it is minus, so I have to just take this second term which is negative to the other hand. So I got here root 3x is equal to 8y, and if I want to convert x in terms of y, so I got x is equal to root 8 by root 3 is into y. So this is the value of x in terms of y. Now I put this value x which is in terms of y in first equation. In first equation here. So as I substitute the value, and after doing the simplification, if you see here, it is root 8 into root 2 is root 16. Root 16 means 4, and it is by 3 into y plus root 3 into y. So if you see here, y plus y, it means these two, both the terms have a variable y. So if I take out y as a common, what is in bracket? 4 by root 3 plus root 3 is equal to 0. Now y and this bracket both are in a multiplication, and therefore if we take this bracket to the other hand, which will go 0 by this bracket, it means 0 by anything is again 0. So finally I got y is equal to 0. Now this y I substitute in equation 1 or 2. Okay, so I have taken here equation 1. So if I put here 0, so any number you multiply with 0, it is already 0. So here root 3 into 0 is 0, and therefore again root 2x is equal to 0. It means x is equal to 0. So both the value x and y variable here we got is 0. Now the last sum, the sixth sum, it is easy. You have to take a LCM and then you have to proceed with the same method. So we will continue with the second question. Now we are continue with the second question. In the second question, it is given that solve 2x plus 3y is equal to 11. 2x plus 3y is equal to 11. 2x minus 4y is equal to minus 24, and hence find out value small n for y is equal to mx plus 3. So here we have to do one more step after finding value x and y. So here what we have to do? By using these two equations, first of all by using substitution method, we have to find out value x and y, and that value x and y we have to put in this equation which is given y is equal to mx plus 3, and after substituting value y and x we will get value m. So by this way we have to solve. I have already done the steps. So let's see. From equation 1 we get 2x is equal to 11 minus 3y, and therefore x is equal to 11 minus 3y by 2. Now this value x I will put into the equation 2. So after substituting and after simplification I got that y is equal to 5. Now this value y is equal to 5, either I put in first or second. Here I have put in equation 1. So after substituting the value y, I got x is equal to minus 2. And once we get value x and y, we put in a given equation y is equal to mx plus 3. And after substituting both the value, we got m is equal to minus 1. Isn't it easy? Like that, if any such kind of example or question asked, you can do by this method. Now the next question, third questions are related with the problem sums, and that problem sums we will see in the next lecture. Till then, goodbye and safe at home.